The Nintendo Switch 2 has finally been revealed. And just like the original Switch changed the way we think about gaming, the Switch 2 is here to push that idea even further. This isn't just a small upgrade, it's a complete evolution of hybrid console vision. When the first Switch arrived, it was all about freedom. You could play at home, take it with you or set it up anywhere. That freedom is still at the heart of the Switch 2, but now, everything feels sharper, faster, and more advanced. Let's start with the basics. The Switch 2 keeps the same three main playstyles: TV mode, tabletop mode, and handheld mode. In TV mode, you connect it to your television for the big screen experience. In tabletop mode, you flip out the stand and share the detachable controllers with a friend. And in handheld mode, you take the whole system with you, playing anywhere you want. The difference now is that all three modes feel smoother and look better than ever. The first big change you'll notice is the display. The Switch 2 has a larger screen compared to the original. But here's the clever part: the thickness of the device stays the same, so you get more display area without making the console bulkier, and this isn't just about size. The resolution has nearly doubled, meaning the pixels are much smaller and the image is much sharper. Every detail in your game, from character faces to background textures, now looks cleaner. The new screen also supports up to 120 frames per second. That's a huge jump for handheld gaming. Motion looks fluid, fast-paced action games feel more responsive. Even simple movements like panning the camera in an open-world game feel more natural. And with HDR support, bright areas pop with light, while dark areas keep their depth. Colors are richer, and there's a sense of realism that just wasn't there before. Nintendo didn't stop at the display. They also gave attention to the Joy-Con controllers. The new Joy-Con 2 uses a magnetic attachment system. The magnets are strong, so the controllers won't accidentally slide off, but when you want to detach them, it's still quick and easy. Just press a button and they release smoothly. The SL and Senior buttons on the sides are now bigger. That means they're easier to press, especially when you're holding a Joy-Con sideways for multiplayer games. The analog sticks are also larger and built to be more durable, so they can handle years of gameplay without drifting or wearing down as quickly. One surprising upgrade is that the Joy-Con 2 can work as a mouse. Yes, you can use it to move a pointer on the screen, opening the door for new control styles in certain games. And here's the fun part: both the left and right Joy-Con can work as individual mice. That means developers could design games where two people control two separate pointers at the same time. Sound quality has also been improved. The Switch 2's speakers now have better balance across different audio ranges. That means voices, music, and sound effects blend more naturally. There's also a built-in microphone with noise cancellation. It focuses on your voice and filters out background sounds, making in-game chat much clearer. Even if you don't own a surround sound system, you can get an immersive experience with a regular pair of stereo headphones. The kickstand on the back has also been redesigned. It's now a freestop style, meaning you can set it at any angle you like. It's stable, so it won't wobble or collapse while you're playing. This makes tabletop mode more comfortable whether you're sitting at a desk or relaxing in a cafe. Nintendo also added a second USB Type-C port to the Switch 2. One port is in the usual spot, but now there's another on the top of the system. This makes it much easier to charge the console in tabletop mode, since you can keep the cable out of the way. The top port can also be used for accessories, like connecting a camera. Storage has been upgraded in a big way. The Switch 2 has 8 times the built-in memory of the original model. That means you can store far more games without relying as much on micro SD cards. And it's not just about capacity. The access speed has improved, so games load faster and menus feel snappier. Dock has also been completely redesigned. In TV mode, the Switch 2 can output games at up to 4000 resolution. That's a huge boost for big screenplay, especially for games with detailed graphics. HDR is also supported in docked mode, so you get the same vivid colors and contrast you see in handheld. And the dock now has a built-in cooling fan. This helps control the temperature of the console, allowing it to run at higher performance levels for longer without overheating. And here's the best part: Switch 2 isn't starting over from scratch. It still supports games from the original Switch. That means your existing library carries forward, alongside new titles made specifically for the upgraded hardware. This is only scratching the surface of what the Switch 2 offers. In this first section, we've looked at the physical upgrades: the bigger, sharper display, the faster frame rates, the improved controllers, the better sound system, and the upgraded dock. Each of these changes adds up to a more comfortable, powerful, and versatile gaming experience. But the story doesn't end here. In Section 2, we'll explore what these upgrades mean for gameplay. We'll look at how developers can take advantage of the extra power, what new kinds of games might be possible, and how Switch 2 stacks up against other consoles. That's where we'll see the real impact of Nintendo's bold new move.